Most people buy the wrong business because they never score the deal correctly. If you want to avoid a bad acquisition, you need to follow this deal criteria. So we developed the Fleming ETA Index, and it's a 9 criteria based evaluation of your acquisition to see if it's a viable deal. Now there are 9 factors that go in, one final score at the end. And we're going to break these down one factor at a time. Here's video 1 of 9 on buyer fit. A buyer fit is the most important aspect of a business acquisition because these businesses, they don't run on a spreadsheet. You've got to be able to operate them in the real world. The business is going to run on your ability to lead, strategize, sell within the industry that you're buying. That's why within our criteria, buyer fit is the only criteria that's measured on a 3x multiple. So meaning it's worth 3 times more than all the other 9. Now, a mediocre business can thrive under the perfect leadership criteria, and a great business can go under poor management. 1 through 5 criteria. So to get the perfect 5, you need to have at least 10 years experience within the industry that you're buying, with P&L responsibilities, some sales, and some management. You're going to understand pricing norms, customer expectations, the culture within the industry, and you're going to have credibility with the staff and with vendors. You'll take the company day 1 and run it without any major instabilities. Now, a 4 is going to mean you have strong adjacent industry experience. Maybe you didn't work in that industry directly, but you worked in a similar industry. You also had management experience, P&L responsibilities, and you've done some sales. You understand general workflows. You're not going to be perfect day 1, but you're going to catch on very quickly. Now, a 3 is going to be someone with general management experience, but no direct industry experience or no adjacent industry experience. Now, this business can run and be successful. 3 is basically a neutral score, but you're going to be highly dependent on the seller to teach you things during that transition period. Now, a 2 is going to be someone with just a business education background, or maybe they work in finance. Now, a 2 is someone with just a finance background, or they've only managed a small team of 2 to 3 people, or really just have some project management experience but haven't seen, the full P&L. Now, at a 2, the transition's going to be tough. It's still doable, but it's going to be really hard and very risky. Now, 1 is going to be someone with no leadership experience, no sales experience, no industry experience. They've only worked as an individual contributor or at the lower levels of their organizational structure at various places that they have worked in the past. In this instance, you're going to have a very hard time gaining credibility with the employees and with customers and with vendors. And a 1 would also be anytime someone's trying to buy in an industry that requires a license that they have no way to get. So if you're not a plumber, you're going to score a 1 if you try to go and buy a plumbing business. Now, the buyer fit says if you're going to be a liability or an asset to the deal. And some of these are going to be things that you can change. So if you really don't have, any leadership experience on your resume, maybe it's time to go find some, and maybe you need to leave the big corporate, America that you're working in and go work at a smaller business where maybe you can be a little higher up and manage a team. And if you want to see how your deal scores, we've developed a new app. You can get to that through the link in our bio. And this app uses this exact criteria and helps you track your deals and compare and contrast different businesses.